The purpose of this 30 billion is to help recovery in our region. So we're talking now Central Europe and Southeast Europe. These are a part of the world that was very much affected by the global crisis. The recovery has in many parts of the region been quite slow. Here we have an opportunity to signal our continued commitment to this region, to show that there is new money flowing into these countries. It's an opportunity to work with governments and with private investors to promote growth and also to promote structural reform. We know that structural reform has slowed down and in some places even halted. So here's an opportunity to use the money that is being invested to try to drive some of these reform issues and speed up recovery. First of all, I think we are talking about a larger envelope. So there is more money committed now than was originally committed from these institutions. That's a positive thing. I think there is a stronger link between these resources, new money coming into the region, and structural reforms by the government. So we are going to push much harder. Speaking as a representative of the EBRD, we're going to try to use our projects both in the financial sector and the non-financial sector to try to push structural reforms much more intensely than we have done in the past. The problem that we were facing in 2008, 2009 was a different one. It was a liquidity problem for subsidiaries of large Western-owned banks operating in our region. There it was very much to help have these banks to stay committed to the region, to also fill that gap, if you want. Now the objective is different. The problem is different. Yes, we see somewhat deleveraging going on, so money being taken out of the region. We don't expect this money to come back anytime soon, so we are looking at trying to manage this deleveraging process, trying to help those that are affected, whether it's financial institutions or non-financial institutions, companies and so on. So this is a different. It's also much more in the sense of the EBRD spirit. I mean, EBRD is not a liquidity provider as such. We are trying to push reforms. We're trying to change the way the economies work, and this new package does that to a much greater extent than the package in 2008-2009. Contrasting the 2008-2009 package, the joint action plan, and this recovery plan now, what is fundamentally different is also the type of investments that we are providing. At that time, it was all about debt. It's all about lending. Now it's a combination of debt and equity. It's about investments in industry and trying to make these economies more competitive and helping them to come out of this very difficult recovery phase.